Let's make sure we also get some wine filled up in this right here. Right, you just gonna turn La Yashala?
So like what?
La Yashala.
La Yashala.
La Yashala.
Which means to Israel. All right, because I'll blow the horn once again. All right. But here's we're gonna prepare to cover the scrolls. We're just gonna pick up the scrolls.
Take this off her.
No, because the paper, I gotta fix that paper on it, so just keep it like that for the time being. Paper work on me. All right. All right, Amadim Wapan Yahakridum, which means turn, face towards the east. And we're gonna start the prayers first in the Hebrew and then in the English. Go ahead.
The Lord's Prayer, Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim,
Wadash,
Wadash,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Shemka, Yahweh, Olafwithka, Aba'ah, Ratazaka, Ayah, Ashah, Ba'aratazah, Kawah, Bashamayim, Dan, Lanawa, Nakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawawap Yanawa, Kasalak Lanawa, Kawawap Yanawa, Abaya Nawa, Anasaya one, Abal, Awashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Wahatapara, Awalanyam, Aman.
Aman. This is what he said in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
Hakak the power, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Babakushah, Thalanawa, Hakak, Larpa, Kamakala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Lathar, Hamatazorium, Hakak, Lahakwium, Amaphium, Hakak, Al Rakawa, Amatala, Lagorshan, Bashim Yahushai, the water, Aman.
This is what we said in the English. Lord Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it.
Bless Israel, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Washarala, Yabayaf, Saparium, Barak, Rapa'ah, Agan, all of Israel. That's it. Go ahead.
Sylvia Jones.
Joshua Jones.
Jeremiah Jones. Maya Jones. All of Israel.
All of Israel. Generals. Captains. Officers. Troopers. Sisters. All the young men. All the children. Go ahead.
All of Israel.
Go ahead, Mark Ducky.
All of Israel.
The generals.
The captains. The officers. The troopers. Sisters. The children. Nikia mother. All of Israel.
Khalil. Gwen. Terry.
Nikki.
TJ. All of Israel. Bashim Yahushai. The water. Aman.
This is the prayer that we send up for our loved ones Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
bless us and Israel,
Bless us and Israel.
and the school, bless, heal, shield, and protect,
Bless, heal, shield, and protect
all of Israel,
all of Israel.
in the name of Yahweh
In the
Shai,
name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you,
Thank you.
So be it,
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahoriam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Gayaka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tolzaka, Tazolka, Al Yad, Yamyadka, Yawamam, Ashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wakarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Shamar, Af, Napashka, Yahweh, Shamar, Tazaatka, Wabawatka, Ma'atha, Wa'aid, Awalam.
This is what he said in English. I will lift up mine eyes, unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel, shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
By day.
Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul.
Lawat, Salah, Asha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'at, Kayaban, Banakal, Kwakwashwan, Nasham Madwa, Mayan, Dara, Hayawa, Daman, Ladamaha, Shayat Thamwa, Nadab, Yab, Mawa, Karab, Wazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'at, Kol, Nasa Yabkamwa, Asha, Amarwa, Nashirasha, Lanawa, Af, Na'awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Gaya, Gawash, Lapanya, Rakawa, Kayash, Dara'aya, Ara, Walahaba, Dalahat, Awariam, Khan, Daradakma, Basaaraka, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabalam, Mala'ab, Banyaham, Balawan, Wayabashkwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Wahalyawa, Ayaid, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Da'awa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Lavadka, Ayawan, Akol, Harataza.
This is what we said in English. Keep not thou silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies. Make a tumult. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up the head.
Taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
And
consulted.
Where you at? Oh, right. That's right.
That's a na.
That's the Shalaki. What?
That's an in. Na.
Napa.
Nakwa.
Nakwaba.
Nakwaba. That's right. Keep going.
Nakwabaha. What?
Shah.
Shaha.
Shaka.
Shaka.
Sharakak.
Sharakak. Wa.
That's I.
Oh, I.
That's I.
Okay, slug. Iba.
Alaya.
Alaya. Slug. I forgot what.
Wa.
Wa'a. Wa'aha.
Wa'athath.
Wa'athath. Wa'athath kaha.
Naha.
Wa'athath na'a.
29. Tell them where you at.
Verse 29. La.
Wa.
Wa.
Waya'a.
Waya'a.
Mara.
Mara. Abba or Allah. Ala'a.
Alaya.
Alaya.
That's good.
That's a whole word.
That's the word.
Slaki. Abba.
Atha.
Ata.
Ya.
Ya.
Yada.
Yada'aha.
Yada'atha.
Yada'ata. Aha.
Ath.
Ath. Awara.
Ashar.
Ashar. So that's somewhere right there is
Ashar. Just keep going. Ashar.
Ashar. Abaraha.
Abada.
Abada. La'a.
Abada. Tha.
Abadata. Is that a whole word?
Abadathyak.
Abadatayak. La'a.
That's wa.
Wa.
Wa'ath.
Wa'ath.
Okay.
I just said I know that's a awa.
Asha.
Asha.
Ashar.
Ashar. Ashar ha. Asharaha.
Ashar haya'a.
Ashar haya'a. Ba. Or is that ha?
That's a ma.
Mapa.
Makwa.
Makwar.
Makwanak.
Makwanak. Aba.
Atha.
Ata.
Ataya.
Ataya.
Tell them where you at.
Verse 30.
Okay.
Ba'ar.
That's kaya.
Kaya. Ha'ai.
That's ma.
Ma'ai.
That's right. Ma'ai what?
Ma'aiwa.
Ma'ata.
Ma'ata. Awara.
Ashar.
Ashar. Okay, that says. Ashar. Hasha.
Hayaha.
Hayaha. Ba'ar.
Laka.
Laka. Lahaka.
Lapa.
Lapa. Lapaka.
Lapana.
Lapana.
Lapanaya.
Lapanaya. Lakwa.
That's waya.
Waya. Ka'ar.
Waya.
Waya.
Rataza.
Waya Rataza. La'ar.
Lara.
Laraka.
Laraba. Larab.
Larab.
Wa.
Wa. Washa.
Waya.
Wayaba or Wayaka.
No, you had it right. Wayaba.
Wayabara.
Wayarabak.
Wayarabak. Shaharaha.
You close. Yahweh.
Yahweh. Okay, Yahweh. Ahara.
Athak.
Athak. Laka.
Lara.
Larab. Hold on. Lawaga.
Yep.
Lawagala. La'ai.
Laraga. Go ahead.
Laragala. I.
Laya.
Laragala. Ya. Ra'aiba. Wa'aibaha. Wa'ata. Mahar. Mata. Mataya. Ahai.
That's right.
Ahashak.
That's right. Good. Go ahead. Keep going.
G.
Go what?
Go.
Gum.
That's something right there. That's the whole word. Gum.
Then what?
Gum aka.
Ana.
Gum anakahai.
Akanaya.
Akanaya. Laka.
Laba.
Salak. Laba I. Labayaha. Labayata.
Ya.
Labataya. Verse 31. Waya'a. Or, okay, waya.
Keep reading. Bun.
Wayaba. Wayamar. Maha.
Close, yeah. That's what?
Abba. Athan. Laka or Lara.
That's right, Laka.
Aban Laka. Raya. Waya.
That's right.
Waya'a Hara.
Mara.
Waya'a Mara.
That's right.
Wa'ai.
No, you had Ya.
Ya'ai Pak.
Qua.
Wa'ai.
Ya'ai Quab.
Ya'ai Quab. La'a.
That's right.
So like, what's that symbol?
La'atha.
No. La'atha.
No. This when you see a dash, and that's a whole nother word.
Okay.
So Tathan.
Thathan. So like, where am I at now? That's
Where you?
including those two, or is that's just that first one?
You read that one, so you're over here. Where you at?
I was right there. I went through the dash.
Right. Where?
I went through that.
You're right. You read that. Now you're right here.
La Ra or La Ya?
La Ya.
Ha'a or Ma'a?
Ma'a.
Ma'arama. So like what? Ma'a. Wama. Aka. Ba'ai. The ashar.
That's right. I'll take that. That's good.
Laya.
That's right.
Hadakara. Hadabara. Hala. Hazaha. Ashakaba. Asharaba. Ara'ai.
I'll take that.
Ara.
That works. That's Tazah.
Tazakara. Taza'anaka. Ashamara.
Verse 32.
Verse 32. Ai. Bara.
That's right.
Kaba. Bakal. Aya.
That's Tazah.
Tazakara. Ta'anak. Ha'ai. Hayara. Hayawam. Hakar.
Hasar.
Hasar.
Hasham. That's a ma there.
Masham.
That's right.
Bala.
Call.
Call. Call. Sha'a.
That'll work. That's na.
Na. Napa.
Naqua.
Naquar.
Naquad.
Naquad. Ra.
Wa.
Wata.
Wata.
Watala. Watalaka.
Watalawa.
Watalawa. So like, what was that word again?
Just keep going.
The one that. Wakal. Wakal. Shaha.
That's word.
Shahanarak.
Where you at? Where you at?
Right there. I went through that one. Right there.
We go back here and read that one again. Right here?
I was right there.
Read that again.
Was it la or what? I forgot. Salaki, I forgot.
You should be right. Read that right there.
Yeah, that's
read
right.
that one. Read that.
Wakal. Wakal Shaha. Shahanarak.
How you keep?
Shaha. And then I'm there right now.
Yeah.
Nakal.
No, that's Kawam.
Kawam.
Okay. Next line, right? All right.
Baka or
That's right. Baka.
Bakasha. Bakashaka.
Basha.
Basha.
Bakashab Yum.
Bakashayam. Ya.
Wata.
Watala. Watalaka. Or Watalara.
Watalawa.
Watalawa.
Wana.
Wanara.
Wanaqua.
Wanaquad.
Wanaquad. Okay.
Ba'ai. Ba'aizai.
Ba'aizayam.
Ba'aizayam. I keep forgetting what that is. Waha. Wahayaha. Shakaraya.
That's perfect.
Wa'ai. Kanaha. Wa'ainatha.
That's right.
So like Ba'ya. So like Taza. Kahai. Taza de Kwa. The. Oh, that's the whole word? The ya. So like.
Whole word, okay.
Bashai.
Bayara.
Bayawam. Makar. Or Ka. Yeah, Kaya. Habara.
No, that's Thabara.
Thabarawa. Allah. Allah Shakaraya. Laga. Laparaya. Lapanayak. Bala. Kala. Ashara. Ashar. Ayaka. Ayanana.
Okay.
Naquad.
Where we at?
On verse about 33, sir.
Verse 33, chapter.
20. It was still 30 and 33.
Gotcha.
Rakwala, wakala, watala, ra'a, wa'a, salat. Ba'ai, ba'ailaya, ba'azayam, raha, wakara, wakawam, bakasha, bakasha, kayam, bayam, gana, ganarak, ganawab, hawaya.
That's perfect. Keep going.
Verse 34.
You got something there before 34. What is that?
Ataya. Verse 34. Raya. Waya. Wayaha or Wayamara.
That's it. Wayamara. Okay.
Laban. Han. Labahan. Lawa. Yahaya. Kadakara. Kadabarak.
And verse 35. Last one.
Verse 35. Washai or Salat. Wayatara.
That'll work.
Kaya.
Bayawam.
Bayawam. Salaki Hawa'a. Ana. Ath. Haba or Hathayasha. Yam. Okay. Haya or
That's right.
Hayai. Korayam. Quadayam. Waha Kala. Wahatala Ayam. Wa'ana. Wayath. Bala. Kala or call. Salat. Call. Hayai. Layam. Zayam. Hanapa. Hanakwara. Hanakwada. Rana. Wath. Salat. Waha. I forgot what this letter is. La'af. Kala or call.
That'll work.
Ashar.
That'll work.
Laban. Bara. Thaka. Wakala.
That'll work.
Wakal. Select. Narawam. Kawam. Bakasha. Bayam. Washai or Waya.
That's right. Wayathan. Okay. Last word.
Bayad. Bakaya.
Bana
Bana.
Yawa.
Banayawa.
That's it. That's it.
That's how I press with my hand.
Okay.
Right.
Genesis.
Now this is gonna be kind of a this part of the chapter is gonna be kind of a lesson in brotherhood. You understand? This is Laban and Jacob, of course, and of course you know that Jacob worked for Laban's daughters, man. You understand? For Leah and Rachel, right? And over time, you know, his presence with Laban, he's increased the wealth of Laban. You know what I'm saying? He was able to maximize, you know, his flock, give him more, you know, help his flock to what's the word, to mate, to produce more, you know, sheep, which in that time period, having a lot of sheep made you wealthy. You know, you had something you could barter or trade with, to make money with. That was your livelihood. You know, a man with a lot of cows and a lot of livestock, you had something that was worth trading. You know what I'm saying? Because that's food, you know, that's garments that you can make out of it, that's milk, cheese, whatever. It's you know, having livestock is a commodity. You know what I'm saying? That this earth is getting way away from, but it's a commodity. I mean, even in the industrial world right now, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely a big percentage of the world's capitalism. You know what I'm saying? As far as the wealth, but right here, and this is talking about. You understand? This chapter right now is about to go in on how Jacob's ready to go now. Jacob has served his time with Laban, and he got his wives, and he's ready to go start his own family. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. You about to say something, Mark? Go ahead.
Genesis 30 and 28. And he said, appoint me thy wages, and I will give it. You want me to go up a little further?
Yeah, just up a little bit.
Back up a little bit, sir.
Go up to, go to 20. Let's start at 25.
Genesis 30 and 25. And it came to pass when Rachel was born, Joseph, that Jacob said unto Laban, send me away that I may go unto my own place and to my country.
All right. So now he's saying, you know, let me go now. You know, I've already done. Of course, I'm not saying let me go as in he was a slave to Laban, but he definitely served Laban because they had a transaction. The transaction is that I give you my daughters if you work for me, right, for a certain amount of years. And that's exactly what Jacob said. So now Jacob's coming in and was like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm good. I served my time. I made you rich. You're good to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take my family and everything that I've accumulated, being here with me, and roll. Go ahead.
And it came to pass when Rachel had borne Joseph, and Jacob said unto Laban, send me away that I may go into my own place and to my country. Verse 26, give me wives and my children, and for whom I have served thee, and let me go. For thou knowest my service which I have done thee.
In other words, let me take my wives and let me go. You understand my service. You know I've done a hell of a job. You know, I busted my behind, blood, sweat, tears out there in that field, you know, making sure that you got rich and that everything was taken care of. So, you know what I'm saying, there shouldn't be no issue. I should be able to go ahead and move on now. Go ahead.
Verse 27, and Laban said unto him, I pray thee, if I have found favor in thine eyes, tarry, for I have learned by experience that the Most High have blessed me for thy sake.
Laban doesn't want him to leave. Laban saying, listen, please tarry, stick around some more. You know what I'm saying? I've learned based on how you have increased my riches, how much more I have now. You understand that it is the Lord that is with me, or the Lord has allowed me to have these riches because of you. Oh, he wants him to stick around because he know that the Most High is on the, you know, is the spirit of the Most High is on Jacob, and Jacob is increasing his wealth because of it. Go ahead.
Verse 28, and he said, appoint me thy wages, and I will give it.
All right, so Laban is saying, what's your wages? What can I pay you, you know, for what you've done, and what can I do, right, to keep you around a little bit? What can I do? Go ahead.
Verse 29, and he said unto him, thou knowest how I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me. For it was little which thou hast before I came.
And so Jacob reminded Laban, he's letting him know, he's like, before I came here, you ain't have much. Before I came here, you had probably about 5 little sick sheep sitting out there in the field. And I got it together and got you right. You know what I'm saying? Now you got thousands of sheep out here in this land. You know what I'm saying? Because of my skill and my understanding of how to raise livestock. Right? So he's reminding Laban of that. Keep going.
For it was little which thou hast before I came, and it is now an increase in multitude.
Right. It was little when I came. Now, boom. Not to float my boat, but here you go. Read on.
And the Most High have blessed thee since my coming. And now when I provide my house, my own house also.
So he's saying now, the Lord has increased you. Now it's time for me to go out. This is the conversation he's having with Laban. He's ready to move on because he's increased the wealth of Laban. He got what he wanted out of the deal, which was with his wife. He originally wanted Rachel, but he got both Rachel and Leah. So now he's ready to go. He has all of these kids now, right? With the 12 tribes are born. Right? Read on.
Verse 31. And he said, what shall I give thee? And Jacob said, thou shalt not give me anything.
So he's saying, what should I give thee? Thou should not give me anything. Keep reading.
If thou would do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep thy flock.
Right. So just think of it like this. When he's saying, what should I give you? He might, in this context, he might be saying, don't give me no money. Don't give me no, this or that. But he's about to tell him what he wants.
That's right.
So read that scripture one more time.
Verse 31.
All right.
And he said, what shall I give thee? And Jacob said, thou shalt not give me anything. If thou would do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep thy flock.
So now what he's going to do for him is going to mean that he'll still be around to feed his flock, to take care of his flock. Right? Keep going.
Verse 32, and I will pass through all the flock today, removing them thence of all speckled and spotted cattle, and all the brown cattle among the sheep.
Read it again.
And I will pass through all the flock today, removing from thence all the speckled and spotted cattle, and all the brown cattle among the sheep.
All right. So what he's just basically saying, he's going to inspect. He's going to just walk through the herd. He's going to check them out. He's going to pick out all of the ones with blemishes. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was going to say. So
right.
they're trying to get the perfect cow, not with no blemish. They can use those especially for offerings and stuff like that.
Well, not quite. We're going to get into it because it's definitely saying that he's going to inspect, the sheep, and he's going to remove the ones that are speckled and the ones that are striped and the ones that are black sheep, but he's removing it for himself because there's nothing wrong with those sheep.
No.
But when we finish reading through, you'll see why he did that. Right?
And I'll pass through all the flock today, removing them thence all the speckled and spotted cattle, and all the brown cattle among the sheep, and the spotted and speckled among the goats, and of such shall be my hire. Verse 33, so shall my righteousness answer for me in time to come, when it shall come for my hire before thy face. So
in other words, he's saying, such as my righteousness will be what?
Answer me in time to come.
Because at some point in time, Laban is going to, if Laban goes and check the sheep, he's going to be looking to see if Jacob has any sheep that are non-striped or that are non-speckled or that are non-black sheep, to make sure that he was being honest about what he said. You understand? Because if he's saying that I'm going to go get all of the speckled and the striped, if you give me all the speckled and the striped ones, you can come inspect all of the ones I have, and you'll know that, that I've been honest with you about which ones I was going to get. Right? Keep going.
And so shall my righteousness answer for me in time to come, when it shall come for my hire before thy face. Every one that is not speckled and spotted among the goats and brown among the sheep, that shall be counted stolen with me.
Right. So if if Laban goes and he sees that Jacob has not just taken the striped sheep and the black sheep and the spotted sheep, but he also took the ones that are not like that. You know what I'm saying? And that means he stole from them, right? Because he only was supposed to take the striped and the spotted ones and the black ones, right? Keep going.
And Laban said,
Laban?
sorry. And Laban said, behold, I would it might be according to thy word.
All right.
To thy word.
All right, and then so Laban agrees with it. We still,
That's it,
That's
sir.
it. All right. Amadium. All right. Asha.
Asha Ya'alaban Yahweh Yahshua.
Asha Ya'alaban Yahweh Yahshua.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Barakatah. Yashabi. Brothers gonna help you out.
Can't read. Might give me like another week. Next Sabbath.
Say that again.
Next Sabbath. I ain't situated with it. I ain't
He
no
gonna guide, no sweat. He gonna guide you through. That's what this is for. He's gonna guide you through every single last word until you eventually get it. It's not an issue.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even read it. Like,
What you mean, like your eyesight?
no, just not.
No,
can't
that's
read
what-
it. I haven't got on the Syrian. I've been on the Hebrew for a minute.
God, I understand. What I'm saying is, even if you don't even know how to read it at all, he's gonna guide you through it. Like he'll even say the word for you, and then you'll just repeat it so you can recognize it. This is like practice and studying at the same time, but also having the service. So it gives you a chance to learn how to read it at the same time.
Okay.
So he's gonna guide you through it all the way through it. It'll at least give you a chance to know how it's supposed to be read from right to left anyway.
Okay.
You're right here.
35.
Right there. And then you're going to read across, okay?
Okay. Shoot.
Wa. Yah. Just repeat after me.
Waya.
Ta.
Wayata.
Okay? So you know. Okay, you next. Ready? Right there. You'll learn some of the signal cells as you go.
Okay.
Baya
Baya.
wam.
Bayawam.
Ha wa
Haha awa.
Ath.
Ah.
Hata.
Ath hata.
Yashayam.
Ya.
Hatashayam.
You said Hatashayim or Atashayim?
Ha.
Ha.
Thashayam.
The Shayim.
Next line, right?
Okay.
Right there, exactly, huh?
It's Ha.
Yeah, that's right, uh-huh.
So what?
Where you at? Yeah. Ha'ai,
Ha'ai.
Quada,
Ha'ai Quada.
Yam. Ha'ai Quadayam. Ha'ai Quadayam.
Ha'ai Quadayim.
Waha,
Waha.
Tala,
Tala.
Ayam.
Ayam. Waha Talayim.
Yeah. Where you at?
Right here.
Okay, see that right there? That's a wa. Wa.
Wa'ata.
Tala.
Kala.
Ha'a,
Ha'a.
Ha'ai,
You said Ha'ai.
Ha'ai Zayam.
Ha'ai Zalakia.
Ha'ai Zayam.
Ha'ai Zayum.
Next line, right?
Concept.
Okay, you'll memorize some of these. Ha,
Ha.
Hanaqua,
Hanaqua. Ha.
Hanaqua da Waf.
Hanakwa the
Waf.
Waf.
Waha
Waha
ta
Ta
la'af.
La Sla
Waha alataf.
Waha Alataf.
Call.
It's called
Sha
Asha
Ashar.
Ashar right here, right?
Ashar. Yeah, right there. Okay.
Ashar.
Laban.
Laban.
Ba.
Ba
Bawa.
Nawa
Bawa.
Bawa. So it's one word.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Waka.
Waka
Wakal.
Wakal.
Next line. One down. Yeah, that's right. Kawam.
Ka Kawam.
Just say, I'm sorry, it's like Kawam.
Kawam.
Baka.
Baka
Shaba.
Shaba
Yam.
Yum.
Okay. Waya.
Waya
Wayathan.
Wayathan. Is
That's a B.
Ba
Baya.
Baya
Bayad.
Bayad.
Okay. See
It's in
another.
here, right?
Yep. Yep, that's right. Bana.
Bana
Banaya. Banayawa.
Banayawa.
Okay. Tell them where you at. Verse 36, right?
Verse 36.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead. Wa.
Wa
Yasham.
Wayasham. Next line.
Next line. Darak. That's Darak, right? Darak.
The rock.
Darak. Remember that up? What's that? What's that right there?
Shala
Shala.
Shala
Sha.
Shaba
Shatha. Shalatha. Shala. Shath. Shala. Shath.
Shalashath.
Ya.
Ya
Ma.
Yama
Yamayam.
Yamayim. That was Ba.
That's right, exactly. By what?
Bush.
Ya.
Baya
Na.
Na
Wa.
Wa
Banawa.
Banawa
Banayawa.
Banayawa.
Bayanawa. Okay.
Wa
That's right. That's it.
Waba
That's right. Waba what?
Waba Wa
Wabayan.
Wabayan.
You got it. That's a ya.
On the same word, right?
No, it's just a different word here. Should be right there.
So it's Wa
That's ya.
Ya
Ya I.
Ya
Quab.
Quab
Ya I quab.
Ya Quab.
Okay. Wa.
Wa
Ya.
Ya
I.
I
Quab. Same word.
Quab. Ya Quab.
Next line. Last line, right? Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Ra'ai.
Ra'ai
Ra'aha.
Ra'aha Ah.
Yes, right. Off. Exactly
Off.
right. Mm-hmm. Tazah.
Tazah.
Tazan.
Tazan.
Tazaan. Tazaan.
Tazaan.
Okay.
Zigah.
That's a la. We at right here. Right there. That's an L. La.
Laban.
That's exactly right. Laban. Keep going.
Is it Da?
That's ha.
Ha.
Hana. Wath.
Hanawath.
Roth.
Ra. Hanawath. Ra.
Okay, we're gonna turn the page. Go up there. 37.
This side.
I'm sorry. Turn the page.
Remember, in the Hebrew, everything's from right to left.
Right there.
Okay, so
Top. Tell them where you at. 37.
verse
30 and
37.
30 and 37. All right. Waya
Waya.
kwa.
Kwa.
Waya kwak.
Waya quack.
Okay.
La.
That's right. La. La what? La wa.
Lawa.
You got it. Ya I.
Ya I.
Qua what?
Qua. Ba.
That's right. Ya I quab. Right. Exactly.
Ya qua.
All right.
Ma.
That's right. That's a ma. Very good.
Makwa.
That's right.
Makwala.
McQuall.
Makwal.
See, you got it. Keep going.
Ma.
That's a la.
La ba.
Right. Labana.
Labana. Ha.
Exactly. You getting it? Next.
La.
La. Laka.
Laka.
Okay. Wa.
Wala.
That's right. Wala.
Wala. Wa.
Wa. Za.
Za. Wala waza.
Yeah, you got it.
Wa.
Yep.
Wa ma.
Wa I.
Wa I.
Wa I ra.
Wa ra.
Ma.
Ma.
Wa ya. I. Wa I rama wan.
Ra'ai. Wama wan. And this is right here.
That's it.
Wa.
Mm-hmm. Wa ya.
Wa ya. Ka.
That's a pa.
Pa.
Wa ya pa.
Wa ya pa.
That's a tazah right there.
Taza. La.
There you go. Keep going.
Ba.
That's right. Baha.
Baha.
An ending character. Bahan.
Bahan.
Next.
That was a qua.
That's a pa.
Pa.
Patazah.
Pataza la.
That's right. Patazala. Wath.
Wath.
That's a law, right?
La ba.
That's right.
La badga.
Labana.
La bana.
Wath.
Wath.
Labana wath.
La bana wath.
Uh-huh.
It's ka.
That's a ma.
Ma.
Maka.
Maka. Shop.
Ha.
Allah ba.
That's right. Halaban.
Alaban. Asha.
That's exactly right. Keep going.
Ashada.
Isle.
Isle. Is the next set, right?
That's ha.
Ha.
Ma.
Hama.
Qua.
Qua. That's what I can say.
That's a la.
La.
Lawaf.
Lawad.
Tell them where you at. Verse 38.
Verse 38. Isle.
That's wa.
Wa.
Wa ya.
Waya.
Tazag. Tazag.
Tazag. Aba.
Atha.
Ata.
The next line, right?
Come on.
Okay. Ha.
Ha. Haka.
Hamakwa.
Hamakwa.
La.
La.
Hamakwa. La.
Ba.
Waf.
Wa. Asha.
Ashar. Right. They keep going.
Asharium.
Ashar is one word, and now you want to move to the next word. That's ashar. Now go to that word. Okay. You see a space or a line? There's a word. Those are, they separate the words. Okay. A space
Okay.
or a line. All right. That was the next one. Pa to zal.
Patazol.
Okay. Then go to the next one. What you got right there?
Ba.
That's right. Bara.
Bara.
Ha.
Ha.
Tayum.
Bara. Tayum.
What's the next one?
Basha.
That's right. Bashakwa.
Bashakwa.
Tha.
Bashakwata.
Waf.
Wath.
Bashakwa. The waf.
Bashakwa. The wath.
Okay. That's ha.
Ha.
Hamak. Yum.
Ha. Hamakim.
I'm sorry. Just say it like this. Hamakyum.
Hamakim. Ishar.
That's right.
Ishar.
That's right. The.
The ba'a.
The ba'an. Very good.
The ba'an.
Ha.
Hataza.
There you go.
Ha.
Hatazah what?
Hatazarium.
Hatazan.
Hataza. La.
Good.
Lasha.
That's right. Yeah, you got it. Lashah what? Tha.
Lashata.
Lashah thawaf.
Lashatawa.
Uh-huh.
La.
Uh-huh. Lana.
Lana. Ka.
Kaka.
Kaka.
Next line, right?
Come.
You got it. Ha.
Hataza.
Yep. Hatazah what?
Hatazarium.
Hatazah. Hatazah athan.
Hataza Athan.
See that A there and then that ending character, that N? Hatazah athan, right?
Okay.
Okay, keep going. Wa.
Wa.
Waya.
Waya.
Ka.
Wayaka.
Ma.
Ma.
Naha.
Wata ma yaka.
Waya.
Waya.
Kama.
Kama.
Naha.
Naha.
Okay? It's two B's, right? Just say baba.
Baba Shah.
Baba an.
Baba An.
Ba-ban. Baba an.
Lasha.
There you go. Tha. See that little club on the end of there? That's a tha. La tha, la sha.
Latha, Lasha,
Let's do it again. La sha,
Lasha,
thawaf.
Thawat.
Okay. Tell them where you at. Verse what?
Verse 39.
Okay. Almost done.
Ta,
Wa,
Wa,
wa ya,
Wa Taya,
wa yaka,
Wa Yaka,
ma'a.
Ma'a.
Next line.
Allah, sir, I just went ahead and let's start at
Ha,
Ha Tazasha,
hatazan. Hatazan.
Hataza'an,
Allah, sir.
Al,
That you got it right. You got it. Keep going.
Wa Waka,
Now that's ha, and that's an M there. That's a H. That's a ha, and that's an M. Hama,
Hama,
kwala,
Kwala,
waf.
Wa.
Okay. Next word. It's a wa, right? See that first? See, get used to that's a wa. Okay.
Come on, good.
All right. Wa.
Wa,
Remember that club there? Wata.
Watala,
Yeah. Done.
Wat,
Wata done.
Wataladan,
Remember that one? They ain't got the club, so what is that? Ha?
Hatazari, Hatazar,
Hatazan.
Hatazan. Hatazan,
Remember this one? What's that?
Tazar,
That's an I.
I,
I what? I qua,
I Kwa,
da,
Da,
yum.
Yum,
Next line. Na,
Nakwa,
you got it. Nakwada,
Nakuda,
yum.
Yum,
Okay. One more word here.
I,
That's wa.
Wa,
Wata,
Wata, La Sha,
la'a,
La
yum.
Yum.
Man.
Start crashing in my hand. Don't worry. We already know, like, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, right? We already know that everybody not proficient in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So when we bring you up here, the reason why we putting pressure on you, just like you would put pressure on what is it, coal? The natural process of baking diamonds, you got to put pressure on coal.
Yes, sir.
You understand? You a coal, we're trying to put pressure on you to make you a diamond. So the fact that we have you sitting in the class and having to read the Hebrew in front of everybody is because eventually it'll develop you. It'll make you want to study more so that you can become more efficient and better in the Hebrew.
Right.
And then also to help you out on your test when anybody who's getting ready to take an officer's test as well, right?
Okay.
All right, go ahead from the top, Kazak.
Come, sir. Genesis 30:34. And Laban said, Behold, I would it might be according to thy word.
Let's read that one more time.
And Laban said, Behold, I would it might be according to thy
Which
word.
verse is that?
34, sir.
34, okay.
Verse
So
35.
in other words, he agrees with him. It's like, we're going to do it according to what you said, right? You understand? And seemingly, Jacob been doing a lot of deals with Laban, man. You know what I'm saying? And some deals may, most people may say it was kind of like some bad deals. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, he been making these deals. But every time, he would make, Jacob would make these deals with Laban, it would turn into a situation where it wasn't a quite brotherly situation, right? So keep reading.
Verse 35, Genesis 30:35. And he removed that day the he-goats that were ring-straked and spotted, and all the she-goats that were speckled and spotted, and every one that had some white in it, and all the brown among the sheep, and gave them into the hand of his sons.
You understand? So he already knew he wasn't about to keep up with this side of the bargain that he was supposed to be doing for Jacob. You understand? There's just a unbrotherly situation, man. When when you make a bargain or you make your wage like that or whatever, honor your wage, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't defraud your brother. Give me 1 Thessalonians 4 and 6. Don't defraud your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Like in this situation, what should have happened is he should have honored this thing. But Laban, it might have been in the spirit. He was in the spirit of, okay, this is out of his words. This is the deal he wants to make. And in other words, he took advantage of this thing. You know what I'm saying? He took advantage of it. And now, when we keep reading, you'll get a better understanding of what's going on. If you got that scripture, read it for me.
4 and 6, sir.
Go ahead. The 1 Thessalonians 4 and 6. Yeah.
1 Thessalonians 4 and 6. That no man go beyond and defraud his brother.
You know what I'm saying? Don't defraud your brother, man. What's defraud means? Go ahead, Abon.
Pretty much like to take advantage of him and cheat him out of a deal.
Damn right. You're my man. Don't cheat or take advantage of a brother out of a deal, man. And that's what Laban kept doing to Jacob. He kept taking advantage of him. That's what he did with Leah, and that's what he did with Rachel, man. By giving him Leah instead of Rachel, which is the agreement was for him to have Rachel from the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Lord blessed him and gave him both of these wives. And what ended up happening is he ended up having all of these children. You know what I'm saying? And it increased Jacob. However, the Lord had to remain, the Lord remained with Jacob even though he was in some situations where, Laban was just kind of taking advantage of him at that point. Read on.
Sir.
Oh, yeah, give me the rest of that scripture.
In any matter, because that the Lord is the avenger of all such, as we also have forewarned you and testified. Mm-hmm. For the Lord hath not called us unto uncleanness, but unto holiness.
You understand? So the Lord, listen, the Lord, and here's the thing, right? It says the Lord avenges. You're about to see how the Lord plays a big part in what's going on with Laban and Jacob. You getting ready to see who the Lord with is in this situation, right? Because Jacob, listen, even though it seems like Jacob's being taken advantage of, you're about to see how the Lord increases Jacob, knowing that all of what's going on and what Laban is doing and how unbrotherly Laban is being. Go ahead and read that. We done with that. Go back to the scriptures.
Sir. Verse 36.
Mm-hmm.
And he set 3 days' journey betwixt himself and Jacob. Mm-hmm. And Jacob fed the rest of Laban's flocks.
Right, so Jacob went and tended to the flocks, all of the skills. That was the deal, that he would tend to the flocks as long as Laban was going to give him all the blemished sheep. Go ahead.
Verse 37. Mm-hmm. And Jacob took him rods of the green poplar, mm-hmm, and of the hazel and the chestnut tree, and piled white strakes in them.
So he's taking these branches, and he's making streaks inside of the branch. You ever go and break off a fresh branch, you can peel back the outer part, the bark, and you might see the little green inside or whatever. And so he made stripes on his like that. He did that. Go ahead.
And piled white stripes in them, and made the white appear which was in the rods. Mm-hmm. And he set the rods which he had, verse 38, and he set the rods which he had piled before the flocks in the gutters in the watering troughs, mm-hmm, which the flocks came to drink, mm-hmm, that they should conceive when they came to drink.
You understand? So he took we took those branches and placed them in the troughs where they drink at, right? Those stripped pieces of wood, of branches. Right, and also where the place where they made it at. Right, keep reading.
Verse 39. And the flocks conceived before the rods, mm-hmm, and brought forth cattle ring-straked, speckled, and spotted.
So now they made it in front of these branches that are stripped. That has the stripes in them. You understand that he made stripes in, and because of that, the sheep, when they made it and when they conceived and they had a child or had a baby, you understand, the babies will come out with speckles and spots and stripes, right? There's no science behind that. This is not magic, right? This is what you call a miracle.
That's right.
Right? This is something that the Lord allowed to happen because he wanted to be in the favor of Jacob because he knew what Laban was doing. And you'll read that further into this chapter. But don't look at this like this was some sort of magic or some sort of science that went down. This is all the Lord's doing because the Lord can do whatever the hell he wants.
That's right.
He can allow whatever the hell he wants to happen, whether we can explain it or not. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 40. And Jacob separate the lambs and set the faces of the flocks toward the ring straight, and all the brown in the flock of Laban, and he put his own flocks by themselves, and put them not in Laban's cattle.
All right. So he took all of the. Now here's what's happening. Right. He's mating these two perfectly non-blemished, sheep. Right. But they're drinking from the trough where the branches are. Right. But their babies, they're not having perfectly non-blemished babies. They're having striped and speckled babies. You know what I'm saying? And so because of the deal that Jacob made with Laban, he was able to keep those babies.
Right.
You understand? So inevitably what's happening is he's being increased. Jacob is given more, he's being given, sheep, even though Laban went and gathered up all of the black sheep and the speckled and the spotted sheep and gave them to his sons to keep so that he wouldn't get them. The Lord is still giving him sheep. Still allowed it to happen because he knows Laban is trying to cheat this brother. You understand? Which is just plain wicked and evil. Right? Keep reading.
That's it, sir.
That was it on that? All right. Amadium, Sean. And then
Sharp on your howdah, on your shraba.
Sharp on your howdah, your shala.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak
Yahweh Hashem Shabbat. Your Shamar Salaka. Yeshabia. So this is what we do going forward, right? Just as a teaching or as a lesson. Whenever you got a brother on Shamar, what you want to do is, if I call the brother that's on Shamar up, whoever I call to go to Shamar, you go and relieve him from Shamar. Same as when you at camp. You know what I'm saying? You relieve him, then he comes up, right? Then he states his registry. All right? That's it.
41. Read up to
Ready? Deliah. Ashar or Riyam. We're verse 41.
41, right?
Book of Genesis, chapter 31, verse 41.
No.
30,
30 and 41.
30, 41. Salaki. Asharayim.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Where you at?
Right there.
Let me see. Right here.
Okay.
There we go.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 41. Wahaya. Bakal. Wakam.
Yakam.
Yakam, Salaki. Hatazah. Anah.
That's good work.
Hamakwa. Sharatha. Washam. Washama. Ya'aquab. Atha. Hama. Lawath. La'ai. Ya. Hatazah Ana. Bara. Hatayim. Hatayim. Laya. Kamana. It's like Bama.
It's like if I could get some more of that wine, Rob Kashad.
Bama. Kwalawath. Verse 42. Waba. Ha'a.
One tastes better.
Ha'a. Let me start it over. Waba. Ha'a. Sayap.
Tell your pa. Hatazah. Ana. La'ah. Yeshayim. Wahaya. Wahayaha. Wahayaha. Wahaya. Wahayaha. Ha'ai. To Payim. Lalamana. Lalaban. Salaki. Wahai. Kosha Rayam. Laya Akwab. Verse 43. Wayapa Tazah. Ha'a Yesha. Ma'aid. Waya Haya. Lawa. Tazayaan. Rabawath, Salaki. Washa, Kwakai, Wata.
Washapa.
Yeah, Salaki, let me start it over. Washai, Paka, Wath. Wa'ai, Badim, Wayabadim, Abadim. Wakwa, Waga, Salaki. Waga, Malayim. Waka, Mariam. Verse 31, chapter 31, it's the book of Genesis, chapter 31, verse 1.
Out of the Tanakh.
Out of the Tanakh. La'ah.
La'yah.
Like,
You don't have to read that right there.
okay, that right there? Okay. Wayashamya. Ata. The Bar Raya. Banaya. Laban. La'a Mara. Laquak. Ya'ai Kwab. Ata. Kal. Ashar. La'ai Bayanawa. Wama Ashar. La'a Bawanawa. Asha. Ata. Kal. Akabad. It's like Hazaha. Verse 2. Rayara'a. Wa'ai Kwab. Ata. Panya. Lana. Oh, it's like Laban. Yahweh. Yahana. It's like Wahanaha. Ayana Nawa.
Ayana, that's right.
Amar. Kata Mawal. Salah Shawam. Verse 3. Waya'a Mara. Yahweh. Allah Ya'ai Kwab. Shawab. Allah Aratazah Aba Wata Yan.
Waba
Wata Yan. Oh, yak. Salaki. Thought about that. Wala Mawala Dath Ka. What's Salaki? Dath.
Start over. Read that again.
Wala Mawala Dak.
That's right.
Wa'ai Haya Amar. Verse 4.
That's it. Read that one. I what?
Imak.
There you go. Good. That's it. Where we at? Where we started?
We started at 41.
Was it 41?
Yeah, it was 41.
Genesis. Was it 30 and 40?
Chapter 30, verse 41.
Chapter 30, verse 41. And it came to pass, whensoever the stronger cattle did conceive, that Jacob laid the rods before the eyes of the cattle in the gutters, that they might conceive among the rods.
You understand that they would conceive in front of the rods. They would mate or have sex right in front of the rods. Right? Read on.
Verse 42. But when the cattle were feeble, he put them not in.
He didn't put them in there to mate when they were weak.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead.
But when the cattle were weak, the cattle were feeble, he put them not in, so the feebler were Laban's.
He would give the feeble ones to Laban. They was his anyway. Right? Read on.
Right.
And the stronger, Jacob's.
And the stronger ones were Jacob's. As long as they had striped, and as long as they were striped, as long as they were, they had polka dots, or they was black, or whatever the case is, it is what it was. Right? Read on.
Verse 43, and the man increased exceedingly and had much cattle and manservants and maidservants and camels and asses.
And of course, Jacob got rich off of this, man.
Wow.
And this one didn't. This deal right here worked in his favor. Go ahead, Bond.
Like, so I was just gonna say, and this is a perfect example to show you why you shouldn't cheat your brothers.
That's
right.
If you think you might be about to come up with something like that, the Most High turn it around and have you looking like a fool.
Give him my hand. That is absolutely true. Don't cheat your brother. Don't cheat your sister, man. Because at the end of the day, just like you said, the Lord will have you looking like a fool.
Right.
And the Lord, and right now, as we go into this chapter, you understand, you're gonna learn how it was the Lord's doing that that allowed this situation to happen the way it started happening. Read on.
Verse 30, Genesis 31. And he heard the words of Laban's son, saying, Jacob have taken away all the works of my father.
So they sitting back crying and murmuring and grumbling, talking to their son, sitting back grumbling against Jacob, talking about, he's taken away from me, right? He's taken away from me. He took away the works of my father. They mad at him. Well, Jacob ain't do nothing wrong, man. Jacob was a solid brother that went and worked for his wages, man.
Right.
Worked his behind off doing what he had to do, even when the deals were horrible. Even when he made the bad deals, he still went through and honored his deals like a man.
Right.
And, LeBron was taking advantage of that. So but now his sons are sitting back and they just mad or whatever, upset at him about it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Let's keep going.
Jacob have taken all that was our father's, and of that which was our father's hath he gotten all this glory. Verse 2, and Jacob beheld the countenance of Laban.
And so Jacob, was paying attention to Laban and noticed that his attitude started changing. You know what I'm saying? His attitude started changing. Right? Read on.
And behold, it was not toward him as before. Verse 3.
And the way, and see now, you can imagine all the demons inside Laban head. Laban is just no good nigga. He's stealing from me.
Plotting.
No good ass nigga. After I gave him both of my daughters, and he thinking he's building up. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, when you don't fight your demons, that's how you start sinning against your brother, man.
That's right.
And in today's time, that leads to what? Death.
That's right.
Even in that time, of course, but you see it with your own eyes nowadays.
Right.
There's situations like this where you don't pay somebody something you owe. Instead of a brother just forgiving you of the debt, a brother's ready to rob you and kill you. Right. When you should have paid the debt anyway. Which is, it's not good that a brother would kill you over some money, because it's a horrible sin to do. But at the same time, stop robbing your brother. You know what I'm saying? Stop cheating your brother, because it's evil, it's wicked. You know what I'm saying? And Laban is about to learn the hard way on that.
That's right.
Right? Keep going.
And verse 3, Genesis 31:3, and the Most High said unto Jacob, return unto the land of thy fathers and to thy kindreds, and I will be with thee.
See, the Most High was with Jacob, man. The Most High is now saying, go ahead and go back to the land of your fathers, man. You go on back. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. You go ahead. I will be with thee. The Lord said, I'll be with thee. That means whatever happens, I'm here for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what's going on. Keep reading.
Verse 4, and Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah to the field unto his flock. That's it, sir.
Okay. All right. Medium. We'll get one more in on Laban.
Bun Kara, Bun Yahweh, Bun Yashala.
Bun Kara, Bun Yahweh, Bun Yashrala.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakathum.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua.
Shop you.
Let me see where we at. It's 5, I think. 31 and 5. Right here. Shit. And we're gonna go to 11. Right there. We're gonna stop there. Oh, we're gonna read that one. 31 and Genesis 31 and 5. So, okay. You got it.
Waya Amar.
You got it. Lahan.
Lahan. Ra'aha.
You got it.
Anaya.
Anakaya.
Anakaya. Ata. Gakaya.
That's Pa.
Oh.
Pana.
Panaya. Abaya Khan.
Khan.
Abaya Khan. Ayabakan.
You got it.
Kaya. Ayakaka.
Ayanana.
Oh, yes, I like it. Ayananaya.
That'll work. Nayawa.
Oh, Nayawa, that's right.
I got you.
Alaya.
Got it.
Kata Mala. Shala. Shalashama.
Shalasham.
Shalasham.
Wa.
Wa'alata ya.
Walahaya.
Walahaya.
Abaya.
Abaya.
On the next page, go to the top. No, I'll say go to the next page to the top. Yes. Okay. That one counts, so. All right.
Hayaha.
Got it.
Amataya.
Amadaya.
Amadaya.
Tell them where you at. Verse 6.
Verse 6. Wa'ata ka wata'ana ya.
Yeah, perfect. I'm sorry.
Ya ta yada'a.
Thun.
Oh, ya'atan.
What? Let's start over. Wada.
Wada tan. Koya
Kaya. Yeah.
nakala.
That's ba. That's a B. See that little B there? Look
Okay,
at the bottom, then you see the hook.
Okay.
Okay.
Banakal.
Bakal. No, just bakal.
Oh, Bakal. Okay.
Kakaya.
Kakaya.
Okay, next line, right?
Yeah, okay. Abata.
Abada. The.
Abadataya. At. Ya. Kana.
That's right. Kana. That's right. Verse 7.
Verse 7.
Wa'a.
Wa'aba ya. Kana.
That's right, sir.
Hatayla.
That's right. That's a ba.
Baya.
Yeah.
Waha. Ka. Rapa.
Lap.
Okay.
Let's do that one. Waka.
Waka.
Wapsawaki, sir. Waha.
Kalap.
Kalap.
Ata.
Yep.
Mashaka.
Ratha.
Ratha.
Ya.
Ya. Ashamar.
Asharath.
Asharath. Markayam.
Manayam.
Oh, Manayam. That first one is
Wa.
Wala'a.
Yep. Perfect. Na.
Nata.
Nawa.
Oh, Nawakayar.
Let's read that again. Nata.
Nata.
Nawa.
Nawa. Alahim.
Alahayam.
Alahayim. Laka.
Laha.
Oh, Lahaya.
See that little space in there?
Oh,
That's
right
a
here.
ha instead of
Okay.
a ka. It's a ha. Just got it closed as a ka.
That's right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Laraya.
Laha.
Lahar.
Lahara'i.
Laharaya.
Lahara.
Lahara.
That Y is an I there.
Okay. And that's a I too. I'm
That's right. I'm what?
I'm Raya.
I'm Daya.
I'm Daya. Ama
That's right.
Ka. No, that's not.
Kaha.
Kaha. Ya am Yar.
Yeah, that's right. That'll work. That's a na.
Napa. Napa.
Nakwa.
Nakwa. Da ya aim.
That'll work.
Yahweh.
That'll work.
Shakadayim.
Okay, let's go. Shaka.
Shaka.
Rock.
Shakarak.
The long seven there. That's a ka when it's at the end.
Okay, and that's an R right there, right?
That's wa.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is ra there. The sha. Let's read it again.
Sha.
Shaka.
Shaka.
Rock.
Shakarak.
That little small eyes of wa. A little waya.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's what yes.
That's-
Wala dayim. That last one.
Waya la da wa.
Wala daya.
Okay.
Kwala.
Call.
Hataza atayim.
You got it. Hatazan.
Hatazayan.
That's a na.
Nakwa daya.
Nakwadayam.
Nadakwayam.
Wa.
Wa'ain.
Hey, you perfect. Ka.
Kwaha.
Yeah.
Ya'aim yar.
Yeah, that'll work. Go ahead.
Aikwa dayim.
Perfect.
Yahweh.
Perfect.
Shakwa.
Shaka. Remember that. Ra.
Shakal. Ra.
Shakara.
Oh, Shakara.
Shakarak.
Shakarak.
That long at the end there.
That's that
the
QA.
ending character is a ka.
Okay. Shakarai.
Next line, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Ha.
Wa.
Oh. Wayadaya.
Waya.
Wayab daya.
Lada.
Waya ladaya.
Ladawa.
Ladawa. Oh yeah, kind. Kala.
That'll work.
Hataza ayim.
That'll work.
Aikwa dayim.
Perfect. Verse 9, right?
Yeah, verse 9.
Okay.
Hayatazayla.
Wa.
Oh. Wa yatazayla.
Yeah, perfect.
Allah hayim.
Perfect.
Ata.
Perfect.
Makwa manakwaha.
That'll work.
Abakwayim.
Abayakam.
Abayakam. Hayata.
Wa.
Oh. Wayata.
Wayathan.
Wayatan.
Perfect.
This is something right there.
La. La ya.
Laya.
And the next line, where are we going to here?
Verse 10.
Verse 10, I say? Okay.
Haya
Wa.
Haya Wayahawa Wayahaya
Yeah, perfect.
Kwa
No, that's a B there.
Oh,
Remember that.
Bayata
That'll work, sir. Yakam.
Yakam. Ha, is that ha?
That's ha. Yeah, perfect.
Ata.
No, that's ha. Remember that tazah.
Oh yeah. Ha Tazayam. No, ha Taza'a.
Hatazaan.
Haya Tazayan.
Work. Wa.
Wa Atasham. Wa Ashamar. No, Wa Ashata.
Say it again.
Wa Asha.
Wa asha.
Wa Asha. Aya.
No.
Aya Naya.
Perfect.
Ha.
That's wa.
Oh. Wa Ra.
Perfect.
Is that Kwa?
That's ba.
Baha.
Baka.
Baka
If
Layam.
it's closed, it's a ha. A ka.
Okay.
If it's open, it's a ha. Okay.
Okay, so it's a close. That's a.
It's ka.
Okay. Bakwa
Wam.
Lawam. Laha.
Wa.
Oh. Waha Kwa.
Wahana.
Waha Kwana.
Wahanaha.
Wana Hana.
No, let's say it again.
Oh.
Waha.
Waha.
Naha.
Naha. Hanata.
Ha'atha.
Ha'aita. Dayam.
Perfect.
Ha'ailayam.
Perfect.
Ahalayam.
Halahayim.
Alahayam. Allah. Hatazayim.
Perfect.
Aqua Dayim.
Perfect.
Nakwa Dayim.
Keep going.
Waba
Ra.
Wabara Dayim.
Perfect. How many we got here?
That's it. Verse.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay. Clap it up for that. That's very good.
Right first. Let's get from the top.
Con, sir. Where we start at?
Verse 5.
Verse 5? Con. Genesis 31:5. Okay. And said unto them, I see your father's countenance, that is not toward me as before, but the God of my father have been with me.
Right. So he calls Rachel, he calls Leah to the field where they was feeding the flock, and he says, your father's countenance changed with me. His brother got an attitude or something with me. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord has been with me the whole time. He goes in to explain everything that's going on between him and Laban. Read on.
Verse 6. And ye know that with all my power I have served your father.
Right. And so he reminded him, like, you know that with all my might, I've been out there serving your dad.
Right.
I've been out there doing everything he told me to do. You know. Matter of fact, you the evidence.
Right.
Leah and Rachel was the evidence.
Damn right.
Like, he had to work 7 years for each one of them, man.
Damn right.
Read on.
Verse 7. And your father have deceived me.
And he what?
Deceived me.
And your father has what?
Deceived me.
Has cheated him, man. Has deceived him. Has lied to him. You understand? Read on.
And changed my wages 10 times.
Kept changing his wages. Go ahead. Are you gonna say something?
Salaka, sir. God damn. Salaka. Damn. I couldn't. Even brothers today couldn't go through something like that. This man lied to you 10 times, and this brother was still a brother, and not one time did he swing on their father. That's brotherhood.
That's really brotherhood, man. Give it up for him. Because Jake today is not finna have that. You don't play with brother money today, man. Brothers do not play that. And that's why this truth, this is such a miracle coming up here, because you learn a discipline that you'll never learn in the Christian church.
Damn right.
That you'll never learn anywhere else.
Damn right.
You'll learn to be able to you know what I'm saying, not in a Christian way, but be able to turn the cheek.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? But not in a Christian way, like being a punk and just letting somebody beat you up.
That's right.
But forgiving your brother.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, and giving them a chance to offend you, you know, not to offend you again, Salakia. Well, in this situation, LeBron just kept, you know what I'm saying, offending. And he kept, you know what I'm saying, cheating his brother out and making bad deals with him. And Jacob was just humble.
Right.
He was just humble and he just did the work, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when it was time for him to get on out of there, to make his way out of there, it was just like, even that time was a time for LeBron to take advantage of him in that situation.
Right.
Yeah.
You wanna go ahead up?
And so, like, I'm just gonna say, and you can see how humble Jacob was that he didn't even retaliate,
Yeah,
not
right.
one time. And it goes to show you how you being a brother, the Most High can help you in a situation to where you don't even have to put hands on the brother or do anything evil or spiteful back to him. Like the Most High handled this situation to where Jacob was able to gain all these different things, and Laban was the one who ended up losing at the end of this situation.
Damn right. Give him my hand. Damn right. Keep going.
Verse 7, and your father have deceived me and changed my wages 10 times, but God suffered him not to hurt me.
But the Most High has suffered him not to harm him.
Right.
You understand? Right? Keep going.
If he said thus, the speckle shall be thy wages, then all the cattle barred speckled. Slack sir. If he said thus, the speckle shall be thy wages, and all the cattle bare speckled.
So this is what's happening, right? Now you might be missing it. You might not be understanding what's happening is, and this is all a miracle, man.
Right.
What's happening is that when Laban says, all right, you can have all the speckled ones, the Lord is allowing speckled ones to come so that he can get the speckled ones.
God.
He said, nah, I don't want you to have all the speckled ones. No speckled ones. You get all the spotted ones. When he changes the wages, what happens? The Most High changes the wages.
Right.
So now all of the sheep starts, the flock of cattle starts producing nothing but spotted ones,
Yeah.
so that Jacob could get them, man.
Damn
You
right.
understand? Because the Lord is with Jacob, and Laban is being terribly wicked, man,
Ah.
against his brother, being terribly unbrotherly towards his brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Oh, if he said thus, the speckle shall be thy wages, and then all the cattle bear speckle. And if he said thus, the ringstrake shall be thine hire. Then bear all the cattle ringstrake. But verse 9, thus the Most High have taken away the cattle of your father.
Damn right.
Read it
And-
again.
But thus the Most High have taken away the cattle of your father and given them to me.
This is the
right.
Lord's way of taking away Laban's cattle that he obviously don't deserve for what he's doing, and giving it to Jacob, man. Give that a hand.
Damn right.
Because it was only right. Jacob busted his behind, man, for Laban. You know what I'm saying? And Laban was just kind of like, you know, taking advantage of the brother. And so when Laban went and tried to hide all of the striped, you know, cattle and the spotted cattle, you know what I'm saying, to keep him from getting it, the Lord still allowed him to increase.
Right.
Because the Lord is going to make a way for it to happen
That's
regardless. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing that's too hard for the Most High. Don't think you can get over the Most High or any of his prophets, man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is another good lesson for y'all to learn. You know what I'm saying? When y'all dealing with slaveries, you know what I'm saying? When they trying to play y'all, whatever, you know, messing with your money, messing with your hours, just know the Most High is going to increase you anyway, man.
Damn right.
So don't
That's
even
right.
ever be looking at it like, oh yeah, they messing with my money. I'm going here and retaliate. I'm gonna cuss. I'm gonna show them something.
Right.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna show them something. Oh, you ain't gotta show them nothing. There ain't no sweat. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will take care of you. Go ahead.
And so, like, sir, I'm just gonna say that's so heavy what you're saying because it was a story that just came out in the news of a brother who got fired from his slavery over a situation like that, and rather than him having trust in the Most High, he drove his car through the Walmart.
And guess where he's at today? Yeah. He ain't making no money right now.
Why, sir?
Jacob had patience and was humble, and he stepped out of there a rich man. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was taken advantage of for 14 years.
Good
Go ahead.
night.
Go ahead, Kazak. You about to say something?
No, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
And it came to, verse 10, and it came to pass at the time the cattle conceived that I lifted up my eyes and saw in a dream, and behold, the rams which leaped unto the cattle were ring straight, speckled, and gristled. And the angel of Most High spake unto me in a dream, saying, Jacob, and I said, Here am I.
So an angel came to his dream. You understand? This was something that was given, a prophecy that was given to him. An angel came and spoke to him to explain to him, you know, what's going on, man. You understand? Read on.
That was it, sir.
But that was it on that, and he was letting them know. It's like he's like, you know, I think we're going into the next chapter to talk about that. But he's going to let them know. It's like, listen, the Lord is with you. The reason why you even have all of these cattle and the reason why this is happening is because we see, like the Lord sees what's going on.
Right.
He sees how Laban is treating you. He's going to increase you. You're going to walk out a rich man because you was obedient, and everything is going to be too wild, man. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, Amadium. All right, we're going to close out the Sabbath service.
Layashala.
Layashala. All right, blow the horn. You sit there right there. Men of Israel, prepare to salute the Torah. We got the Torah. Lift it on you here, that matter. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Mariam Wapan Yahak with him. All right. Whenever you ready, Kazak.
Sir. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shemaya.
Shemaya.
Dash.
Dash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Hawa.
Yahweh.
Laputka.
Laputka.
Dabaa.
Dabaa.
Ratazayaka.
Ratazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Hasha.
Hasha.
Rataza.
Rataza.
Dawa.
Hayah.
Hayah. Hashemayim.
Hashemayim.
Dan. Nawa. Kam. Call. Yawam. Wasalak Yanawa. Kawawap Yanawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kawawap Yanawa. Malaa. Malaa Yanawa. Anasayawan, Abal, Awashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Haka, Amalakwath, Mahala, Mahathapareth, Mahalonyam, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. On earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Hakak the power. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Bakusha. Dalanawa. Hakak. Hakak, Larapaa, Makala, Wakal, Marawa, Hakak, Hakaha, Amatazarium, Hakak, Ahakwium, Amathuyam, Hakak, Al-Rakawaf, Amatala, Garshan, Shim Yahawashai, the water. Aman.
All right, this is what we said in English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power, the power to heal, all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Barak Nawa, Washarala, Wayah, Wayaf, Zaparium, Barak, Ba'ah, Hagan, Hashem Yahushua, the water, Aman.
What we said in the English was Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us, and Israel, and the school, bless him, shield and protect, all of Israel, in the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Horiam, Hayan, Yaba'ah, Azaria, Aim, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayim, Matoratazah, Ayatan, Namawat, Regalyaka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Ana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wa'ala, Yayashan, Shamar, Sharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Ozalka, Ayad, Yamyanka, Slaki, Yawamam, Shamash, Yakaka, Wakarak, Yahweh, Shamarka, Rakal Rai, Shamar, Af, Napashka, Yahweh, Shamar, Za'atka, Wabawatka, Ma'ata, Wa'aid, Alawam.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that cometh, he that keepeth thee, will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel, shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayim, Al-Damayah, Al-Thakarash, Shakwat, All, Kayahana, Awayabatyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ma'ash, Al-Makah, Yaram Yahwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Yatazawa, Altazah, Wanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Wanakakadam, Magaya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham, Asharala, Awada, Kaya, Na'awa, Tazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Bariaf, Yakarawa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wa, Yashamai, Alahayam, Mawaba, Magariam, Gabal, Mawan, Amalak, Alashat, I'm Yashabya, Kazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Amam, Ayawa, Sarwai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Ashah, Laham, Madian, Asayah, Sara'ah, Barian, Manakal, Quashwan, Shamadwa, Bayan, Dara, Ayawa, Daman, Ladama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Arab, Wazabah, Wakazabak, Wakadazal, Manawa, Kal, Nasayamka, Ashar, Ashamarwa, Nasharashah, Lanawa, Af, Nawa'af, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Gaya, Quash, Lapanya, Rakawa, Kayash, Sabaaria, Alahaba, Talahat, Awariam, Khan, Taradakma, Asarika, Wabazah, Wabatha, Salakia, Wabataka, Dabalaham, Mala'ah, Panayaham, Palawan, Waya, Washwa, Shamka, Waya, Shabashwa, Waya, Mahalyawa, Ayaid, Waya Kaparwa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Naayawa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Ayawan, Alka, Arataza.
This is what he said in the English. Keep not thou silent.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee.
They that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
Let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
In the name of Israel.
There be no more.
There be no more.
And remember. For they have consulted.
For they have consulted.
Together.
Together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Israelites.
Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them, as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nubbles like a ram. And like Zahab. Yea. All their princes as Zabah. And as Amunah. Who said, let us take to ourselves. The houses of Yahweh. In possession. O Yahweh. Make them like a wheel. As a stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them. With thy tempest. And make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. Troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone, is Yahweh, art the most high, over all the earth. Sar. Put that down now. All right, Lord, have any time? Is there anybody that wants to get anointed before we close out? All right, most high Christ. All right, boy, step to me left. Pass me that anointing. All right, just the men behind me. Oh, that's right here with me. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Waya Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Hanyawa.
Hanyawa.
Aliyakah.
Aliyakah.
Wayakanka.
Yakanka.
Yasha'ah.
Yasha'ah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyawa.
Hanyawa.
Aliyakah.
Aliyakah.
Wayashamlaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim.
Bashim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Shayala.
Ashayala.
Shayala.
Ashayala.
Ashayala.
Ashayala. Bashim Yahushai.
Hashem
The
Yahushai.
water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
This is what we just said. Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right? Anybody else? Nobody else? All right. With that being said, men of Israel, one courteous salute to the men of Israel. Amadium Shabbat, Barak, Salaki. Amadium Shabbat, Amadium Barak,
Yahweh Shabbat.
All right, one courteous salute to the sisters of Israel. Amadium Shabbat, Amadium Barak,
Yahweh
Shabbat.
All right, with that being said, Yadimatah dismissed.